Hello people, in this video we want to understand how to read ophthalmology. So basically for ophthalmology, the usual textbooks, whichever you want, you will refer. Get a question bank to know the previous year question papers and what important questions are, what they are asking, right? Then you also get solved question papers if you want. You can buy those, not very recommended actually. Listen in class, in your clinicals, look at the patients, see what they're talking about. Look for newer things, what are the actual procedures, what are the actually prescribed drugs, right? If you are not doing that and you're sitting in the room and trying to understand from your textbook, it's not advised. Next, go with the flow, guys, like we told you. Usually, guys, everything will start with as conjunctivitis, you can say. Mostly conjunctivitis will be there. That will go on to affect your cornea. That will become keratitis. Then keratitis is inflammation of cornea. That will become ulcer. Ulcer will become more deep. It will perforate. There can be scar. There can be complications. So some kind of a flow is there that you can understand. Okay. Then important topics, guys, glaucoma, uveitis, cataract. All these are very important topics. Okay. Fine. Then, guys, you spray your answers with some words. Okay. Like standard words you will write for symptoms, right? Photophobia, lacrimation, discharge, pain, redness. Where isn't there redness? Almost all conditions have redness, isn't it? Except probably cataract and some primary open angle glaucoma. So you got it, guys? You have to use all these words standard everywhere, okay? Then, here you can also write vision is affected, right? Diminution of vision. So understand, guys, whenever there is optic nerve involvement, only that time they are saying loss of vision. Otherwise, it's always diminution of vision, okay? Standard treatment you will give, rise for hot fomentation, vitamin, nutrition, rest, dark goggles. Because these people will have photophobia, you may give them a cycloplegic, they may have sensitivity to light, right? So you give them dark goggles. Then artificial tears, right? For almost all conditions you can write this. Carboxymethyl cellulose is what? Artificial tears, right? Look at this, guys. Carboxymethyl cellulose. Sometimes it could be hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose. So at least methyl cellulose is common. Remember methyl cellulose, guys. Carboxymethyl cellulose, this right everywhere. Okay. Then specific treatment, guys. For pain, no, they'll give atropine. 1% ointment cycloplegic. It will cause cycloplegia, spasm of accommodation, relief of pain, improvement in symptoms. Okay. So basically this they won't give in older people because only children they will give this, isn't it? But otherwise for atropine there are other things. Give a cycloplegic for all the pain. Antibiotic you will give usually ciprofloxacin, etc. You can write a lot of other antibiotics are there. Steroid you can write some steroids based on the condition. You have to give the specific treatment. Remember one name, okay? Mast cell stabilizers, sodium chromoglycate for all the allergic reactions. How's it going, guys? So at least one name under each category you can remember. Then coming to chapters, let us look at important questions. Keratoconjunctivitis, vernal keratoconjunctivitis important. That's allergic. Retinal detachment, you have rhegmatogenous, tractional, exudative, all those retinal detachments important. Aphakia, where there is no lens, right? That is could be mostly they removed the lens for after cataract surgery. So that usually that will be the case. Aphakia, there is no lens. Primary open angle glaucoma, all the visual field defects, the optic disc changes, all that you should know. Vitamin A deficiency, xerophthalmia, you should know the WHO classification. What and all you have. First it starts with night blindness, then you have conjunctiva is affected, then cornea is affected, then the fundus is affected, all that you'll have to write. Keratomalacia, what else? Corneal scar, all that you will write, okay? Then, what is this? Episcleritis, how to differentiate from scleritis, you should know. Then, angle closure glaucoma. See, again, glaucoma already came. See, narrow angle, angle closure, both you can write similar, okay? So, usually first it is angle closure suspect will be there. Then he will actually go into an angle closure. Once he goes into an angle closure, then he can go to an angle closure glaucoma. Because of the angle closure, then he can go into an angle closure glaucoma. So, first what he'll be? He'll be only an angle closure suspect. Okay, so those things are there. You should know that. Then, hypertensive retinopathy, guys. What and all you will see in the fundus, what changes you will see. You will see hemorrhages, exudates, all that you will have to write. Then coming to retinopathy, diabetic retinopathy, you have two types in this diabetic retinopathy. You have non-proliferative and proliferative. Proliferative is PDR, proliferative diabetic retinopathy. Here you will have new blood vessels, okay? So this one is important. They will ask you all this in the exam, guys. Focus. Then you have retinoblastoma. Retinoblastoma important. It can also be life-threatening, right? So you, as an eye doctor, can save somebody's life. Then Optic atrophy, guys, what will happen in atrophy? You have so many types, primary, secondary, and all that, right? Consecutive optic atrophy, all that you will have to write. Then coming to chalazion, it's actually chalazion, okay, not chalazion, but whatever. You should know what it is. Basically, it's an inflammation of the meibomian glands. It is usually sterile. It will not be having organism. Tear film layers, you have 3 layers. You have the outer lipid layer, then you have the inner mucus layer, middle you have the aqueous layer, which actually is your aqueous layer is coming from the lacrimal gland, isn't it? Then you have myopia. Myopia means what? Short-sightedness. Guys, are you focusing or not? What are we looking at, guys? Important questions. Yes, important topics in what? In ophthalm. Look at this. Where were we? Myopia. Okay, here. So let's just scroll down a little to bring it up. So myopia is important. Similarly, hypermetropia is important. Hypermetropia is a little more difficult to understand because you have latent hypermetropia, manifest, and total hypermetropia. So many types of hypermetropia are there. Similarly, myopia also has types like pathological myopia, simple myopia. So there are a lot of types of myopia, guys. And if I'm not wrong, this pathological myopia, they're also calling as malignant myopia and confusing students. Okay. Then coming to keratoplasty, guys, keratoplasty is nothing but corneal transplant. You should know how to do corneal transplant. Yeah, some people do all the layers, they will change, or some people only the anterior layers, they will change, right? So full layers, if you change, it's penetrative keratoplasty. Anterior only you change anterior lamellar keratoplasty. Endothelium itself you'll change. Some people change only endothelium. So yeah, a lot of things happen there. Then coming here, congenital cataract, guys. Congenital cataract focus, we're looking at this one here. Congenital cataract, guys. Zonular cataract, it will have those rider spokes and all that. Remember that. Then complicated cataract means it happens after an infection or some eye disease. So after eye disease means what? You can think about uveitis will lead to what? Complicated cataract. Guys, focus. Phacoemulsification is nothing but cataract surgery. They are going to phacoemulsify the nucleus, remove it, etc. Look at that. This is very important. Emerging technology, isn't it? Actually, it is already established, but some places still they are doing SICS. Okay. Ophthalmos is congenital glaucoma. See, you saw congenital cataract here. This is congenital glaucoma, right? Then enucleation means they'll remove the entire eyeball. I think that's enough with important topics. Look at actual some important chapters kind of. Ptosis, drooping of upper eyelid, then what else? Trachoma because of chlamydia trachomatis, eye infection. It's the leading cause of blindness, by the way. Then what else? Papilloedema is intracranial pressure affecting your eye. Remember, what is it? Intracranial pressure. Acanthamoeba, nowadays it's becoming more, they're saying, especially in contact lens users, it was there. Now everybody is getting this kind of parasite. What is it? Yeah, porotozoan parasite infection of the eye. Very difficult to treat. Then retinal detachment, we already told you. Then what else? That's it. What is tonometry, guys? Checking the intraocular pressure. Very good. So LASIK, laser in situ keratomileusis, it's shaping the cornea so that you can see better, isn't it? Without the spectacles. Endophthalmitis, inflammation of the aqueous humor and vitreous humor and the uvea, everything except the sclera. Amblyopia, also important topic, right? That's it. In this video, we try to look at how to read ophthalmology. Bye-bye.